everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Victoria 2 of Spain. Let us continue on from where we last left off. So, there has been as you may notice in the corner, there has been a few months since the end of the last episode. Mostly because, hey, I was not actually recording audio. Usually it's one of those things that you do want. So in the meantime, what have we done? We've got an alliance with Poland and Belarus. We're putting everybody that we can't put into our sphere. You're at war with Russia. You're trying to acquire this area. Is that under? It's under actually the Russian sphere. I thought it was under the German sphere. But you want that territory. No, that's Lodomeria. We have an alliance with Ukraine. I'm surprised I guess they didn't call us in because... I mean, I'm worried that if Russia wins, they're just going to annex the entirety of Ukraine. Which is entirely possible. I mean, Russia doesn't really have an army. They were at war with the Chinese. And we're actually allied to China still. But what we want to get electricity so we can start building up some aircraft. That'd be really, really nice for us. Again, I'm worried that Russia's going to annex... That's not war with Yugoslavia, but I think that matters a little bit less. I am worried that Russia might annex the entire country. Because they should have a casus belli to do that. I believe, at least. Which is worrying. For sure. We want to kind of... Oh, you're actually going to try to cut down to size. That's okay. I mean, it's still not great. But it's significantly better than the alternative. Please stop trying to sphere all of these people. I prefer them to stay in my sphere. I'm trying to think, because you're at 7. Yeah, Russia is definitely the war leader. I mean, you're actually not losing by that much. Lose one consciousness or get more prestige. I definitely think I want more prestige and a little bit less militancy. Because we are now a good old democracy, kind of. Yeah, there's a little bit of democracy in the country. Let's build up some Filipino units. Let's build up some units in... Yeah, build up some units in Europe. And one engineer, why not? We'll throw some guards into these armies. It's not a big deal one way or the other. Yeah, because you're now -12. I wonder if... Because you're trying to fight over this location. And it's like, you should be okay on that, but it looks like your military tech is just horrible. Your military tech 20. Because they have gas attack. It's just the worst possible situation for you. Again, I can't intervene in this war because Ukraine was the aggressor. Which is really sad. Okay, luckily for us, Ukraine survived the war. I mean, they lost, and I'm sure they got cut down to size. But at least they didn't get annexed, right? And that, to me, is the most important thing here. Is that they were not annexed. How's our spheres going here? You guys are at 9... Oh, they're actually almost there. Fantastic. So we'll probably sphere, like, a ton of countries right away. So we'll sphere you, throw you down to 1 point. Then we'll sphere Poland. We'll sphere... you all the way over here as well. Poland, we can now throw them into our sphere. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And you guys are almost ready to be sphered as well. You have to oppose, we're at friendly still. So yeah, our sphere is getting, I would say, pretty impressive. America, Germany's trying to influence the Hungarians. But really, they're not really getting too much done. And I'm completely okay with that. We don't want the reactionaries right now to roll back any of our current reforms. Because that, I mean, it's not going to be great for us. You guys go here. You go here. And you guys can go to the 33 stack. That seems acceptable. I mean, France... I would still really like to dismantle their empire. I know it's very expensive. It's 20 infamy. It's like, you can risk it, but... Does it make any sense to risk it? The answer is like probably no. Okay, so now you are in a sphere. I mean, that is, I would say, a pretty impressive Spanish sphere of influence. Also, more supply limit with the electricity. Get some telephones, some light bulbs. You're actually going to give us a lot of nice bonuses in the future. What else do we want? Like, we have enough money, probably for actually the rest of the game, that I don't need to be worrying about money. Let's go for better railroads. We can't get all the rails yet. We're gonna get most of them. Yeah, so Mongolia's under your sphere. We're at 84 on Kamacha. Have them in our sphere as well. Basically completely surround the Russians in with our sphere members here. Again, like, I mean, friendly with Japan is not great. I don't know if can Japan annex you? It seems like a thing that might be possible. Ottoman Empire has some rebel problems. I'm sure it's not a big concern of ours. Right? Like, are they... I mean, there's a 45 stack, but you guys have more than enough it'll take to deal with that, so have fun. And in Greece. Are they... Yeah, I mean, Greece, you should also be fine. I'm not going to worry about that too much. So we're going to get you up to 100. Add to sphere. Japan, of course, is still trying to influence you as much as they possibly can. You do... How much population do you have? You actually have 1.2 million. Significantly more than I would have thought. I mean, this guy down here has not even 30,000 yet. And are you all semi-constitutional monarchies? I don't think any of you... Actually, a lot of you are actually still absolute monarchies. Which is okay. It does mean that you get an absolutely zero immigration, which is, being a New World country is something that you definitely do want. But I can understand why you might have some problems there. Can I actually put any money into any of these countries? I can into Belarus. And of course we will attend the Olympic Games. I have no reason why you'd ever say no to that. Throw some more money into the Ottoman Empire. Again, just to make sure that we can secure our future gains. Is there any money we can throw to any of our sphere members as well? Belarus, we've already done. I mean, Greece, you're in our sphere as well. I'm pretty sure. So throw some factories into you. And again, why not also increase our factories and naval bases and stuff within our own friendly territory, so we can exploit the natives just a little bit better. So expand. Burkina Faso, build some stuff into Homi. I mean, taking Calabar would not be a bad idea, so we could organize Nigeria. Of course, we still have Abyssinia over here as well. Expand, get a naval base, because why not? And there we go. I think that seems pretty good. It's going to cost us a little bit of money, but you got to spend money to make money. So right now, it looks like the anarcho-liberals are currently in charge of the French Republic. I mean, just dismantle nation. I mean, dismantle nation would be probably best against the British. Because I think they're in first place, right? It's either them or the Americans. No, Germany's actually in first place, followed by the UK, the United States. And actually, Japan is third. And unfortunately, China did just explode. Which means I don't think we have no alliances over here at all anymore. I'm assuming you all have spheres on each other. You do? Can I sphere you? Population is way too high, so no. But could I ally with you? You would not accept. That's rude. Do any of you actually like me enough to ally? Like, I would still like an ally in China if I could. It's really just you, and I'm assuming you were the old government. Let's go for electrical power generation. Get all of that going. I mean, think about Britain. Britain, it would be nice to kill them off. You know, completely destroy the British Empire. But I just don't see how that could happen right now. The ancient ruins. I'm guessing we get a lot of 23 prestige, 300 research points. The research points there is not really that important, but I will definitely take the prestige. Still getting a lot of craftsmen. Upgrade all of our factories. Build more railroads. All of this just seems really good. I'm trying to think. Like, I'm surprised Russia is actually even still considered a great power. They do have 840 points. 9th place, I'm assuming, is apparently Sweden. But they're still like 200 points above the Swedes in terms of being a great power. It would be hilarious if Sweden became a great power, because I don't think I've I don't know if I've ever seen Sweden become a great power in Victoria 2. So we got some communists down in the south. Chile should have enough troops to deal with that on their own. And when's our next election? Our next election is this year, actually. November 3rd. We'll see who coming on top. I'm assuming it's going to be the reactionaries because we boosted so much party popularity there that if anybody else... We actually got all the way up to friendly with them, huh? Let's just ban the Russians. We might also need to ban the Japanese as well. And of course, the wars for China have now begun. Who will come out on top? I'm not too sure. Who do I want to come out on top? Great question. I know actually, again, I don't really know what the right answer to that is. Definitely not Japan. I mean, Japan right now is in 4th place, which I think is a little bit risky. Alright, I'm surprised it's actually... They're so high up there. Why not go for state capitalism? Are we planned economy or are we state capitalist? I'm pretty sure we're state capitalist, right? Yes, we are. Again, we do have the money. But I don't think we've unlocked any, like, new factories yet. I mean, we have oil refineries, but I've already built some of those. We're really waiting for, like, tank factories, automobile factories, radios, telephones. All that newfangled technology, because it's worth a lot of money. We did get some bolt-action rifles, +4 attack for everything. And unfortunately, we've lost you from our sphere. I mean, here's the thing with Camacha. Do they have any actual resources in the country? They got some cotton. I mean, they do a lot of coal. So, I mean, the coal is something that we probably do want to look at. We are spending £1,000 a month. Let's cut administration costs slightly. And by slightly, I do mean in half. Yes, we'll definitely go for free trade. Mostly because I don't want to deal with a bunch of militancy from everybody. Because 100% of the population of Victoria 2 always supports free trade. There's never a point where anybody says no to free trade. I don't know why that is the case. It's very strange to me. But yeah, the AI loves, they love their free trade. It's their favorite thing in the world. You can't stop them. They'll always say yes to it. Oh, the Liberals won? Oh. Oh. Well, that's significantly worse. I don't like that at all. Because now we can't build any factories. We are making more money now. Probably because we're not subsidizing all the factories. But I feel like all the factories... Yeah, all the factories are going to close now. So guess what? Well, no, we're not going to choose a trade policy. Well, what I'm going to do is I will replace you with... Who else would you want? Probably just put the reactionaries back in power. Secularize. I mean, what about you guys? Protectionist, free trade, state capitalist. Yeah, you know what? Let's do these guys. They seem decent enough. Open all factories, subsidize all factories. Like, here's the thing. You just do not ever want the liberals in charge of the country. Because they cap your taxes too much. And they make everything laissez-faire, and laissez-faire is complete garbage. But we can actually make a... Yeah, you know what? Why not get this one done? Follow that up by a trade policy. How much are we making off tariffs? 25%. You would cut it down by a lot. And as such, I'm a little bit worried about that. So I don't want to risk it. But we can get you back up to... You know, ban the Japanese. And then keep on trying to influence this guy. They're probably not worth it, okay? I completely understand. They're probably not worth the money. I mean, what about you guys? Got some extra... Ooh, airplanes. Airplanes are nice. Let's try to build up as many airplane factories as possibly can as well. Aircraft. You guys up here, guess what? You're going to be building some aircraft. And why not over in Catalonia, you guys can also... Hey, why not build some aircraft? Aircraft is cool, and we like it. And there is a crisis brewing. Of course, we are interested in the crisis. Germany has... Who's this crisis against? It's actually against Russia. This is for Tarzan, which I think is like in the middle of the country. It would be hilarious if Russia lost more territory, and as such, I do think I want to immediately back the Germans. Morale plus 25%. You know what? Let's go for a point defense system. Hey, guess what, Germany? I'm going to... I mean, what's everybody thinking? Support Germany. Support Russia. Support Russia. I'm supporting Germany immediately. Are you allied to Germany? You are allied to the Germans. So, I mean, the Germans got a pretty good alliance. I mean, France is completely surrounded. Like, I can't imagine that France... I mean, Belgium's actually not in anybody's sphere anymore. Belgium. You're friendly with Germany, you're friendly with the French. So, I mean, I'm actually opposed to them, apparently. So I doubt I'll be able to get too much here done. But, I mean, having an alliance for them at the moment is not a horrible thing. So we got some patriots. Yeah, just murder them. Thank you very much. I mean, apparently France actually wants to back the Russians. I'm surprised, really. Italy's backed us. Britain, of course, is going to back the German Empire as well because they are allies with each other. So it makes perfect sense that they'd want to remain on good terms. I will crank up military spending. Never mind, I won't because Russia's immediately lost the conflict. So Protestant... Yeah, it's under the sphere of the German Empire. That is of no surprise to anybody. Yeah, so put you guys down to low for right now. I'm just trying to think, like, is there anybody else in the world that even it makes sense for us to try to sphere? I mean, you know, Crimea, actually. We get 5 prestige. Yeah, so why not get Crimea? Seems like a pretty good thing for us. Get some better artillery. Because it's not in the German sphere. We already had like 50 points with them. So it'll be really, really easy for us to get them into our sphere and control them. Which is nice. It's really what I'm wanting here. Now, there's not going to be a crisis probably for another little while. And I'm waiting. Also, Germany did just annex the entirety of the Baltics. Which, again, makes Germany a little bit scary. Because are you all cores? You are all cores. Germany is just an absolute monster. An absolute monster of a country. Like, look at this. Look at this country. That's too much Germany. Tone it down just a little bit. The rest of us got to try to compete as well. Let's build some automobiles. Let's build some telephones. Telephones and automobiles. You guys here can build some automobiles as well. And again, like, these factories are probably just going to try to make us as much money as we possibly can. I mean, we're in 10th place. We're almost, you know, we're in the top 10 for industry. Still, I mean, it's not the best, but it's not the worst either. Are you not in my sphere? Add you to my sphere, thank you. Oh yeah, because we banned the Japanese, right. And we can add Crimea to our sphere as well. Lovely, lovely stuff. Apparently you're seeing the Italian sphere. I don't know how Italy took Circassia. Not going to question it too much. If you want to have Circassia, that's completely up to you. But, like, look. Just look how much yellow is on this map. Do we have the biggest sphere? Other than the British, probably. Because Britain has, you know, all their little satellite states down here. So, that's inflating their own numbers. In terms of independent states, I would definitely say that we are currently leading. I can annex Mosquito. Why can't I annex it now? I don't know, but there we go. I could just... Yeah, no. I'll just buy 50,000 pounds. Get in the territory for ourselves. And I can give the core to New Spain. How much prestige do we lose? There we go. Just give them the territory. And now, you know, I would say this is a pretty nice... Like, we got a pretty good empire. Not to toot my own horn or anything like this, but this is an empire that I feel like we can be proud of. You know, we got nice chunks of Africa. We got, you know, the Philippines. We got, like, almost all of South America under our control. And we have, you know, Arabia as a puppet state. The Near East is a puppet state. All of this is just fantastic. Go for deep defense system. Are you at war with the French? You are. Not a surprise. We're going to join your war. Who attacked? I'm assuming you attacked the French. Yes, you did. But I think this is going to be a good time for us to end this episode. So thank you very much for watching, my Swam. If you enjoyed, my thumbs up. Not enjoyed, thumbs down. You want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.